Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Another episode of Trash Talk. I'm TJ O'Connor. With me, as always, Damian the Wolverine Hill. And Trash Talk is joined tonight by United States MMA team member Quang who's getting ready to get back into the cage this Friday night down in Iowa. But first, the sponsors of the show, Valhalla Combat Sports Incorporated, Ring Strings Tattoo, Origin Wellness CBD, the Striking Institute, Spartan Martial Arts, James Clark, Sports Psychology and Hypnosis Therapy, The Fighters, and my mom. Quang, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm good, thank you. How you guys doing?
Doing good. Glad to see that you finally got a fight set up. A good one too against a what we assume to be a tough competitor just because of all the hype behind him. Tell me what you
Yes.
know about your opponent and what kind of a fight you expect from him.
Uh, so I know him. He's really good in the ground. He's been training jiu-jitsu since little, and he's training at Rufus Sport too. So his striking may be pretty well too. So I think, yep,
Yeah. Okay. So
fighter for me.
pretty much a well-rounded opponent. What do you expect from him? Do you think he's one of the tougher opponents, or do you think that there might just be a little bit of hype behind him just because you're going to his home state to fight him?
Um, I don't want to uh, be too confident and like uh, underrate my opponent. So when I step in there, everybody I want to see them the same. I don't want to treat them different. So
Yeah.
just come in there and do my best. Yeah.
I love it. And that shows your warrior mindset. I mean, the last time that you actually competed in MMA, you fought 3 guys in one day. So I would imagine, regardless of the hype he's bringing into the cage, this is going to be a lot easier than the last day you went out and competed. And talking about that, the last time we actually had a chance to talk with you was right back early this year, first quarter. You just had your elbow scraped up. How was the healing with that? And what's training camp been like during the whole COVID craze?
Yeah, so it takes months, like 3 months to be able to uh, step back to the training, and then when that time ready, and then the COVID coming, and I couldn't be able to go to the gym, and so I have to train at home, and then finally I get to the gym a couple months ago, start August, and then I could be able to train with the team for 2 months pretty consistently, looking for fight too, because I would stay ready and in shape too. So I took this fight in 2 weeks notice. My weight was good and I'm ready to go. So
Yeah. So you pretty much just been training this entire time. As soon as the restrictions were lifted, you were back at the gym, but even before the restrictions were lifted, you were training at home. So this is
mhm.
just you just been waiting for your opportunity, and it seems like it came up on 2 weeks notice and you just accepted it. Is that kind of what happened?
Yeah. So again, Son Stephen told me they're cage aggression looking for a fight. They said they're looking for experience uh, bantamweight. So I'm like, all right, I'm ready. So I think my weight is ready too. So nothing's holding me back. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the fight. So I tell him to take the fight. So
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, one thing I want to touch on is that I guess when surgeries kind of happen for MMA fighters, it's one of those things where the healing process, they're going through it. Tony Ferguson was one of those guys. When he's healing and doing his rehab for his injury, and yours was your elbow, it's like he kind of correlated his rehab into his training for fighting. Is that something that you kind of incorporated a little bit too, or is that something that you understand where the rehab of, I guess, because you had your elbow scraped, right? Some cartilage taken out or something, and the rehab for that kind of develops back into getting in shape for training. Did it kind of correlate, and do you feel like that sped it up a little bit?
I'm so sorry. I think my Wi-Fi is so slow.
Oh,
Yeah, just let me switch the place.
yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. But basically, what I was saying is that when injuries happen for MMA fighters, the rehab that they need to go through to, I don't know, strengthen those injuries or re-strengthen it, kind of correlates into training. Do you feel like the rehab that you might have went through for your elbow is kind of sped up the training process or the rehab process?
Yeah, like I said, I have to do a lot of therapy, like a lot of stretching for the first 3-4 months, and
Yeah.
then after that, I remember first striking is fine, like
Yep.
striking doesn't bother, but the first grappling, the first time that I grapple, it gets super stiff, and then I have to stretch a lot after that first grappling. But time after time, and it get used to it, and it get better and better. So until now, it's good to go. So
Yeah, one of those things you luckily get to work it out with you, and you, like I said, as bad as the COVID break was for everybody, a little time off to recuperate is always a good thing as well. And then now, so taking this fight essentially, like you said, it's short notice, but you've been in the gym training. Do you feel like I'm trying to think not saying that because you mentioned you take everybody very serious, but do you feel like this is a good matchup for you, knowing the guys you work with in the gym, the strong grappling they have at that at this weight class? Do you feel like this was an ideal matchup to take on such short notice?
yeah, I mean, like he's a good grappler. Like I think he's high level. He compete a lot in BJJ tournament, uh, and I just haven't seen the striking of him as much. But I don't want to go to the ground with him, to be honest. So yeah, I have my game, like not gonna go to the ground. So
Yeah. So the plan pretty much is to keep it on the feet and to keep it standing.
pretty much.
What do you feel like he possesses as a threat to you, if he does possess a threat to you on the feet?
Well, he's lengthy. He's tall. He's 5'11", so he
Okay.
has the reach.
Wow.
Yeah, right. I'm 5'6.5", so he has the reach. Um, yeah, and I don't know. Like we have to see.
Yeah. All right.
Honestly,
What
yeah.
the one thing that I like to ask everybody, whether it's on camera or off camera, is the way you see yourself winning. Highlight reel finish. However, like if there was a way that you would want to win the most, how do you see yourself doing it?
Gonna. I think I'm gonna finish by TKO or KO. KO or TKO.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Those are always two good options. I'm either going to stop you with my fist or I'm going to stop you with my fist. And I it's seen in your fights that capability's there. And I mean,
My fist or my feet.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be
That's a
gonna
better
be
word.
a punch or a kick. So
Oh yeah.
Definitely. And now, like I said, especially locally, it's been a while since guys have had a chance to see you fight. What's the one thing you'd say, has been your biggest improvement since you fought locally here in the Midwest?
improvement. I think um, I believe more in the hard work and consistent. So I put a lot more time to training. So I train a lot more than before. So and I see the improve in the gym, against other. So I think that's the most important thing that I can realize, you know, um, the work and the consistency, you know,
Hell
that's
yeah.
that's what I believe. So
Hell yeah. I love it. I fucking love it. Now, uh, I guess before we start to wrap all this up, the why should people come out there and see you fight? Why should people tune into the live pay-per-view stream? Why should people want to be interested in Quang Lee?
um, I have 100% finished. So I never go to churches before. So if you want to see, if you want to see a real fight, tune in because it's gonna be a finish, or he finished me. So
I love it.
all of all,
My
all of
guest
my
here.
fight, my winning and my losing is 100% finished. So
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you show up to fight every fucking time.
Yeah.
And TJ, I know you got something to say.
No, I'd say I love it. The baby's getting hyped when you talk about this right now. The baby knows what to expect. I was going to say it before Damien even had a chance to ask you. I have never seen a boring Quang Lee fight. They do not exist. So, I mean, this is a fight that the fans can't miss this weekend. And if they're not able to make it down to Iowa for the fights, I think there are fans in attendance. We've talked about it before. The website www.cagedegression.tv. Definitely tune in to check out Quang. And before we wrap this one up tonight, Quang, always want to give you a platform just to thank any teammates, sponsors, anybody outside the gym that's been there for you leading up to this fight this Friday night.
yes, I want to shout out to my head coach, um, Greg Nelson. He is always there for us. Even if we're not there, he's there. He's always there all day. So and then all of my teammates, they've been there and pushing me every time, and I'm blessed to have them on my team and on my side.
Hell
So
yeah. Hell yeah, man. I love it. I love it. People watching, be sure to tune in to cagedegression.com pay-per-view. Select a fighter's name. If it's not Quang Lee's, select just a random fighter. Make sure somebody gets some type of incentive, some type of bonus money for that fight. Please tune in, like this video, subscribe to Trash Talk with Damien and TJ, and always remember, don't be a hoe.